Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about trading deadline. Well, I'm here to do the Dodgers trade deadline recap first, and I'll get into the trade deadline special after this. But honestly, with the Dodgers, you're probably expecting, oh, you're gonna be mad, you're gonna rant, but honestly, I'm not. Thought they did fine, to be honest. And look, you can say, oh, enjoyed Conforto in October, the bullpen sucked all year. Look, they got Blake Treinen back. They're going to get Kopech back at some point. They already have Alex Vesia. They have Brock Stewart now, who they traded for. Their bullpen is going to be fine. Oh, but hey, they have a bunch of prospects. Yeah, and trade them for who? Besides Stephen Kwan. Tell me, who besides Stephen Kwan are they going to trade them for? Look, they trade for Alex Colon. I love Stephen Kwan. That's who I was expecting. I wanted the Dodgers to get him. But Alex Colon, I believe, has what? Near the same OPS, so. But the thing is, I've said this. No matter what the Dodgers did, their season will come down to can the big three play better. Ohtani's not playing as good at the play as he can, as I know he can. Mookie's having the worst season of his career. Freddie had went through about month and a half stretch where he was just playing bad baseball. Just not looking good at the plate. No matter what the Dodgers did, their season will come down to can the big three at the top of the lineup play better than what they have. I'm not saying this is a great deadline. The Dodgers didn't win this deadline. They won't grab headlines either. But I felt they made some good small margin moves. Their defense, I think, will improve because they got Alex Colon, who's a better fielder than Michael Conforto. Michael Conforto's been hitting well lately, but Alex Colon's a better defender. And he's hitting like 270, I think. The defense improved with him, and they traded Dustin May. They actually got a top 5 prospect from the Red Sox. Tibbs for May, I think, is an underrated move. And Gervais is really fun. I'm happy with the deadline. You don't need to win the deadline to win a ring. Everyone saw the Dodgers in October 2024 and drove up the cost for relief pitching and teams willing to pay the price. But they didn't necessarily need a big move. They got 2 guys I wasn't expecting, but I like the moves. Like, besides Stephen Kwan, I really didn't expect a big name to get traded here. Was I hoping maybe, a Johan Duran or Ryan Helsley? Sure. But besides Stephen Kwan and those 2 guys, I really didn't expect another big name. The thing is, if the Dodgers get and stay healthy, their roster is one of the best in baseball. If their superstars aren't on the field or don't perform anywhere near their ability, there weren't any trade deadline acquisitions that would offset that. They are betting on the stars they already have to win. They already have superstars. You're like, oh, they should get an impact back. Well, let's look at our lineup. Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Smith, Teoscar, Edman. Those are your impact bats. Those are supposed to be your impact bats. Why would we need another one? If those are our impact bats, we shouldn't need making a big splash. And I guess this is the worst deadline in Andrew Friedman's regime. But I don't know what you guys expect. They got Kopech and Edman last year and won the World Series with TBDs listed as their starters sometimes for the playoffs. Yeah, they never stay healthy. Well, they won last year. I mean, it's not going to happen every year. I mean, yeah, prospect hoarding, but the Padres tried this Death Star bullpen thing last year, and the Dodgers' deadline moves in 2024 were an often injured reliever, a third starter, and an injured utility player. We have no idea how these moves will pan out and what will happen in October. They made Michael Kopech, who was shit, look good. And that's part of the development with the pitching lab. Edman was a beast last year, especially in the postseason. You have no idea how these moves will turn out in October. And all I'm seeing is all this negativity. Oh, the Padres are automatically going to win the division. Oh, this season's over. Like, it's a freaking spoiled-ass fan base sometimes, man. Well, Kwan would have helped. Yeah, sure. But not at that price. I'm sure they were probably asking for multiple prospects. And at that price, I don't know if it'd be worth it. And this isn't copium. The Dodgers have to stay healthy. If they get healthy with everyone out there and stay healthy, their roster is one of the best in baseball. This isn't coping. This is just facts. I mean, it is what it is, man. And the Dodgers traded for Alex Call. We're into the trades now. They traded for Alex Call. They got their 4th outfielder. They acquired Alex Call from the Washington Nationals. I mean, I kind of expected this type of deadline, man. Like, I think Alex Call's a quality player. You know, he's an above-average outfielder. Doesn't chase a lot. You know, takes his walks, makes contact. You're not gonna make a big splash every season, man. They got a bullpen piece, and they got a good outfielder in Alex Call, and it's an upgrade over James Outman. I mean, he's hitting .274. He gets on base, .371 clip, a 119 OPS plus. I mean, he's a good little ball player, man. .274 the 750 OPS, and he gets on base, and he has good speed as well. He isn't a guy who's going to single-handedly carry the roster, but I think he's a good depth piece. He's under team control through 2029, solid numbers against lefties, and above-average speed and defense. Similar vein to the 4th outfielder I expected him to target, and it's nice he's not a rental. And he gets on base at a .371 clip. And he can, you know, get on base, get some contact. I think he has decent numbers, and a bit of speed in the outfield helps as well. He's got speed. The Dodgers traded Eric Swan and Sean Paul Lennon. I don't even know who these guys are, to be honest. I think Lennon has been great in high, and Swan is wild, but he throws gas, so those are the guys the Nationals going to return. A couple of trending up pitching prospects. I mean, it's not really steep. I mean, we have a bunch of great prospects. But yeah, that trade I thought was solid. And the Dodgers made moves in the offseason that we all wanted. Bring back Teoscar, Sasaki, Tanner Scott. I mean, you can't just be spoiled. The asking prices for the big-name options were too steep. It took the Padres to trade the number 3 prospect in baseball for a closer, even if they stretch him into a starting pitcher next season. It's still crazy. They got... Remember when they traded for Max Scherzer and Trey Turner? How far did that get them? Oh yeah, they got a early playoff exit. They've traded for star players, and they have failed to get them a World Series. Last year, they didn't make a big splash, but they made a fleet. But I guess it ended up turning to a big splash since they won the World Series. But they fleeced the White Sox and the Cardinals in a low-risk, high-reward move that ended up paying off. They've traded for star players, and sometimes it hasn't worked out. But the thing is, they have the players now. Like, they have the lineup. I mean, they just got to perform, especially top 3. The lack of aggression as a buyer is certainly a risk. There's absolutely war where heading in October, the Dodgers wish they even higher at the deadline, but they've shown us how they operate. They only take calculated risk, and they stayed conservative, which is fine. You're not going to have a big splash every year. It is what it is, man. Like, I'm tired of people just complaining to complain. Is it a little disappointing with this deadline? Sure, I guess. But it is what it is, dude. But yeah, the Dodgers also got James Tibbs from the Boston Red Sox, acquired the outfielder from the Boston Red Sox. Remember, he's acquired in the Red Sox from the Giants in the Devers trade. The Dodgers fleeced, and the Devers trade looks even worse now. That's kind of an overpay, dude. They got a prospect to get half a season for Dustin May. Little cookage there by Mr. Friedman. And James Tibbs was Boston's number 5 prospect. And he's a former first-round pick, so maybe the Dodgers can develop him. May is way more valuable. Is he valuable? He has near a 5 ERA. I don't think he's that valuable this year. Dustin May's an injury-prone backup. He's an injury-prone fifth starter, Injury-prone fifth starter at best. But, so, much more than I expected the Dodgers to even get back for Dustin May, to be honest. I didn't think they'd get anything from him. They really gave away their biggest piece in the Devers trade for a rental starting pitcher, and a bad pitcher as well. So, yeah, that trade happened. He was the 13th pick in the 2024 draft. So, they got James Tibbs in that trade. And they traded for Brock Stewart as well. Before that, we'll get to more of Alex Call. He has a combined 297, 388, 432 splits in 2024 and 25. He's hitting 314, 359, 443 versus lefty this season, and 320, 431, 340 with RISP, and 333, 470, 333 with 2 outs and RISP. Plays all 3 outfield positions, but only 7 in center last year. So he plays every position. He seems to be an elite defender. It's a sneaky great trade, not giving up top prospects. We just need our top guys to hit like they're being paid to. And Alex Conkle can be a good 2-out hitter for him. Play all 3 outfield positions. Speed. I like the addition. He has a 119 OPS plus this year and an 802 OPS against left-handed pitching. Above average defender, plays all 3 outfield spots. He can be a good piece at the bottom of the lineup. It costs you nothing. He has good, massive team control. This isn't dumpster diving. It's a good move. I guarantee you people were saying they were dumpster diving when they got Tommy Edman last year. But yeah, it's a good move to get Alex Call. He's good. He's just a good hitter. Makes contact, and he's good with RISP as well, on a above average defender. So when I saw the trade, I was like, but honestly, I've come around to it. I think it's a good little trade right there, man. He's great against lefties and makes the Dodgers better in the margins, and it's an upgrade over Esteury Ruiz, who the Dodgers have. I like it. It's not the huge move we wanted or expected, but he saw he doesn't strike out, walks a lot, doesn't chase. Good defense, good defensive slap hitter, and you'll take it every day of the week because you already have a lot of power hitters. And the last trade, I think the third and final trade the Dodgers did, they finalized the deal to acquire Brock Stewart, right-handed reliever from the Twins. He was actually started his career with the Dodgers. Interesting fun fact there. He has a 2.3 ERA this season, 34 innings, 41 strikeouts with a 1.09 WHIP. So I think it's a good trade here, Brock Stewart. I know he's had injury problems. It's about all of our pitchers, to be honest, but he's a good pitcher, man. He's been a really good bullpen arm for the Twins the last few years. I like the move. At first, I was like, we really brought him in, but then I looked into his numbers, and he's really good. And he's been better than Mason Miller stat-wise this year, so I was kind of like, we got this guy, but Twins have a bunch of good bullpen arms. So Brock Stewart's been really good the last few years. He returns to the organization where he began his big league career. He had, and all of his stuff on the pitching savant is all lined up almost with red. And he also has, his pitches are really good, especially the sweeper. One of his best pitches. He has a 2.38 ERA with 41 strikeouts. He generates tons of swing and miss. And under control till 2028. And he's not the same pitcher left in 2019. His fastball sweeper combo has been nasty in recent years, generating elite rates in barrel percentage, hard hit percentage, and expected batting average. A sneaky good move. At least in my opinion. I like the move, man. Right-handed hitters are like hit slash lines of 104, 170, 149, 327 OPS, 29 strikeouts, and 67 at-bats. And they traded James Outman for him. So they traded James Outman, who sucks, to get this guy, to get Brock Stewart, who's a really good bullpen arm, generates a ton of swing and miss, and James Outman just hasn't. He had a good start to his rookie season, but then after that, he just turned to complete shit once the league adjusted to him, got him to whiff a lot, strike out. So the Dodgers are sending James Outman to the Twins, a part of that. But, yeah, those are the trades the Dodgers made. Not a great, I mean, it's not the most splashy deadline, but I think it's a good deadline where they got good bullpen arm, good prospect, and good bullpen arm, good prospect, and solid outfield. But that's all to say. Peace. I'll be back here tomorrow for the start of the race.